Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with the 2020 Audi RS3 Sedan, and this has 1,270 horsepower, 901 pounds-feet of torque from a 3.4 litre turbocharged inline 6. It now weighs 3,036 pounds, it still has its all-wheel drive system, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 2.234 seconds and 0 to 100 in 3.767 seconds. So hardly the most powerful car that we've had on this series, and yeah, it's easily one of the more mid-sized vehicles that we've had as well. We have really rather large, hypercars, supercars, or other types of vehicles. We very rarely have something in the mid-size range. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this car can do. I don't think we've had another Audi on this series so far, not that I can recall. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this can do, especially in comparison to the BMW, which was our first BMW on this series. So yeah, let's get out there and see what this car can do. Now obviously this had its all-wheel drive system standard, so whether or not that's going to play a role in how good this does or not, I'm not sure. But the BMW also had all-wheel drive standard, and that was a little bit tricky. It did feel like it was all over the place in terms of handling. So yeah, hope it's not the same for this. We're already up to 250. Let's do 60, 270, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's blipping it a bit, but yeah, it's holding it now. So that's faster than the BMW in the previous episode, which managed 276. Although in the corners this does feel somewhat similar to that BMW in the fact that it doesn't feel like it can hold the power or the speed, and yeah, a little bit all over the place as a result of that, but still 277 is pretty impressive. So let's see if we can get any more. Certainly easily able to get back up to that kind of speed again. Get the downhill section coming up now. Well, we'll gain speed, but whether or not we can hold it as we get onto the flat area again. That's fairly consistent in terms of holding 278. Yep, I'm going to call it 278. That is really impressive. Again, especially from a car that, only had about 400 horsepower originally, so, we're 870 horsepower up on the standard car. So yeah, the fact that it was even vaguely able to deal with that power is really impressive. And yeah, 278 means we match the Jaguar Sport XTR 15, we beat the Mercedes-Benz AMG Hammer Coupe, and the BMW M8, which was in the top 10, is now knocked out of the top 10. Lasted a whole episode, but yeah, we're 2 miles an hour quicker than that BMW as well as the Toyota Celica SSI, Ferrari J50, the Ferrari F8 Tributo, the Zenvo TSRS, TVR Cerberus Speed 12, Jaguar XJ220 TWR, Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, so we're quicker than some serious competition, as well as the Nissan GT-R Nismo, which is also from the same year as this, just like the BMW is actually. So yeah, we're the fastest, more modern car on this series, or should I say fastest, newest car on this series so far, because yeah, we're granted 1 mile an hour behind the Audi TT RS, but we're 2 years newer than that car. So yeah, that is really impressive from this car. I really wasn't expecting it to be as quick as it is, and yeah, I have just realised now that the TT RS is an Audi, and what I said at the beginning about this being the first Audi is completely wrong. But still, being only 1 mile an hour behind that car, which is lighter and smaller than this, and no doubt a little bit more aerodynamic, is still really impressive. And it means now we have 2 Audis in the top 10, which means that they draw alongside McLaren, yeah, who also have 2 in the top 10. So yeah, and Jaguar also have 2 in the top 10. So yeah, we have 3 doublers in the top 10 so far. So yeah, but yeah, really surprised by how great this was. Got up to its speed really quickly, was able to hold that speed fairly consistently, and even though it did have some issues in the corners, it was nowhere near as an issue in terms of handling as the BMW was in the previous episode, most likely because this is a lighter car and a smaller one as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.